Shabbat Shalom, everyone. This Shabbos is a very special Shabbos. Shabbos Parshat Tisa is the Torah portion in which we read about the sin of the golden calf, but what's also about the second luchot, the second tablets. God gives us a second chance after the greatest sin in the history of the world, after the greatest challenge that the Jewish people gave to God, right after He gave us the Ten Commandments, right after the splitting of the sea, right after all the plagues, and bring us out of Egypt after 200 years, we take a golden calf. And so you can imagine God, after this terrible act of adultery against God, was very angry and wanted to destroy the Jewish people. And so He tells Moses, I'm going to destroy these people and make a great nation out of you. Moshe, as a Roa Neman, as a true leader, as the faithful shepherd, tells God, if you do that, take my name out of your Torah. And that is why last week's Torah portion is missing Moshe's name in Parshat Tisa. But we also have something very interesting in this week's Torah portion, and that is the atonement that God gives the Jewish people. Hashem Karachum B'Cham, the 13 divine attributes of mercy. God gives us this prayer to be said every single day, by the morning prayer and by the afternoon prayer. And so every single day we're asking God for forgiveness. Why do we ask God for forgiveness every single day? And how does God not get bored of us asking for forgiveness? Imagine you went to somebody and you did something to them bad. Okay, you did a terrible thing and you made up for it. But every single day you do something, and every single day you ask for forgiveness. And this is the reality, is that God tells the Jewish people, yes, I'm not like a human being. A human being holds on to grudges, unfortunately. A human being doesn't accept. But God, every single day when we do something, we could make up for it. Every single day, just by asking for God for forgiveness. And we do that every single day. And so it teaches something very powerful. Sometimes we get held off by something. We try to do something. We decide we're going to get more spiritual. It doesn't work out. We decide we're going to start putting on tefillin, and it doesn't work out. We decide we're going to, eat kosher, and we find out we ate something that wasn't kosher. In our life, sometimes we get bogged down, and because of that, like, unfortunately, human beings, something bad happens, and they hold on to the rest of their life. God doesn't hold on to anger. God doesn't hold on to grudges. All we have to do is wake up the next day and say, Moda Ani, thank you Hashem, Hashem Karachum B'Chanu, and God's ready to accept our tshuva. And so number one is we have to learn from God as human beings, however difficult it is, as we're not God, to be able to accept someone's tshuva, even if he does something to us repeatedly, multiple times. But more important is the idea that in our own lives, we're always able to, we make a mistake, just like a diet. You get off a diet for a day, doesn't mean that you're done. Get back on the diet. Same thing spiritually, get back on that road. God gives us the opportunity to constantly strive and to connect to Hashem. And all we have to do is, even if we don't do what we're supposed to do one day, we have the next day to do. We don't do it the next day, we always have a second chance in life. And for that, we get the second set of luchos, the second set of tablets. It's interesting that when the second set of tablets come, it says that Moshe comes down with a veil. And that veil is because his face was shining. We don't see it by the first tablets. By the first tablets, we don't hear about Moshe's face is shining so brightly. But the second tablets, when we see that Moshe's face is shining the most. And so it teaches us the power of a second chance. Second chance in life is even better than the first opportunity. We always have a second chance. The Baal Tshuva, someone who returns from Tshuva, is even a greater place than the tzaddik. We take that message to life. We're able to realize that we're always able to transform our lives. Rabbi Akiva did it at 40 years. We're able to do it at any point. Let's take the opportunity to make a change in our lives, to become better every single day. And God willing, we'll have great blessings and tremendous happiness and joy in our life. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. See you tonight, 6 p.m., tomorrow morning at 10:15.